Hey, what's up, fellas? It's been a little while. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm just now beginning to be well. Actually, went through a pretty nasty bacterial infection in my lungs that required some antibiotics, but it put me down and out. And with everything going on with the flu and how bad it is this year, it's it's one thing to kind of forget that what I do on Blue Ridge Silverhound is simply a hobby to most people. It's a business to some, you know. For me, it's a little bit half and half. I'm more of an educator, but yeah, there's nothing more important than my health and my life. So that way I can be around for my family. But I'm back in action. I'm glad to be here for you guys. And real quick, before I jump into this topic at hand, for those of you that have been trying to reach out to me on my Facebook page, I had that taken down. As a lot of you are aware, my Facebook got hacked about, I would say, last summer. And a part of that, I was never able to log into my Blue Ridge Silverhound Facebook page anymore, and it's kind of hurt because I see the messages come up saying that people have sent me questions, requests, but I can't do anything about it. I can't log in, can't access any messages, posts, nothing like that. It even affected my my normal Facebook page for me personally. So I was successful in getting Facebook to close my page, and I intend on opening up a new page in the future. So just so that you guys know, that'll be probably by far and away the best way to reach me. Of course, you guys can still reach me through cointalk.com. My username profile is Cuckoo times 10, and that's spelled KOOKOOX10, like a cuckoo clock, only with K's. Who would have thunk? But I wanted to take time to clarify a possible misconception. A lot of folks have claimed, hey, you know, I've received star notes, okay, in circulation, and the funny thing is, I'm an educator. I post things about the hobby, numismatics. I've also posted, as far as how to collect, coin roll hunting, that sort of thing. But I've also posted a lot of videos, gearing towards realized sales, okay, which is all fun and good, and I'm gonna continue doing that in the future. But the one misconception with Blue Ridge Silverhound is people think that I buy coins left and right, and that can be further from the truth. I do purchase a little bit. I don't go as far as purchasing every single thing that comes across. And to clarify, there are other methods of going about that. Again, you could go through the forum sites. Facebook is popular these days for selling and for getting more information. Of course, you got eBay, Amazon. You got a multitude of various coin dealer websites that you could consign through. GreatCollections.com is another one. Kagan's. Yeah, there's a lot out there. And then again, your forum sites, Coin Talk, Coin Community, PCGS Collectors Universe is another popular one. And yeah, there's a bunch of different ways. But as we go through 2018, 2017 was a lot of fun, by the way, in that it marked the first time that we had a P mint mark on a 1 cent coin, which, by the way, kind of ended with a fizzle. For those of you that have been going through pennies and coming across hordes of these things, it actually made a whole lot more than I had anticipated, with not a whole lot on the variety front. Okay, there's not a lot that's been discovered, a few minor double die obverses, but nothing really to kind of take home to mother and say, hey, we can retire. Yeah. So I was, not to say that there won't be one in the future, But as of right now, through a year's worth of searching, finding, and scouring, nothing has been attributed as a major variety. So back to Star Notes. Okay, so I received this $20 bill, and actually, I confess I've been sitting on it for about a week and a half. I just now have the gumption and the energy and the voice to talk about it. Okay, I would say I'm at 99.9% as far as my health. I still have this little thing, but that's neither here nor there. But not every Star Notes are interesting. Okay, for number one thing that you guys don't know, the Star Notes have been produced as a way of changing a bill through a subject sheet that has been damaged or what have you. Okay, so this is a replacement note for a damaged or whatever note that has to be pulled out of a strap, and then a Star Note would go in its place. So the Star Notes, okay, bear no other distinction other than the star at the suffix side of the serial number. And so how can we really tell, okay, what's a rare Star Note? They're interesting because of the star, but they're not all rare. They're not all valuable. I think I've talked about it on a number of occasions in the past, especially in my earlier videos. Okay, and I say, hey, pull them all out. But, there is a way of tracking to see what the actual production run is for each video. So as you can see on the background, I got my computer. Go into your search engine, type in my currency collection, and you'll have something called a Star Note lookup, which is right here. You see my pointer. Okay, I think I've gone through this site before. And what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and actually type in the $20 note that I have here with the serial number and the prefix, which is JF. So let's go ahead and do that. Of course, we're going to go ahead and, they got the drop down. So this is a 20. This is a 2009 series. There we go, way up there. All right, and I'll just go ahead and type in the serial number minus the star. You actually do not need to type that in. So it's a JF 00307 002. And then we're going to go ahead and search for Star Notes. So once this comes up, okay, you actually have the run size for this particular note is 3.2 million. Okay, by all accounts, not rare at all. Okay, they made 3.2 million in this particular run of the JF series for 2009. The total printed of Star Notes for all three runs comes to 6.720 million. All right, where you see this arrow here is where my note falls under, which is the first 3.2 million. Okay, you see the second run here, the JF 03200 to this number, and that's 320,000. And then you have the back end of the run, which is the back 3.2 million. So where you see this 320,000 run right here is the note that you want to have. So any note that falls within this range of the 320,000 would be your money note. Okay, the 3.2 million on the front end and the back end of this 6.720 million run is just worth face. Now, if you found one that is absolutely in crisp, beautiful condition, you could go ahead and send it to like a PCGS currency grading service. If it grades out like a 66 or 67 or higher, you might have a $100 note. Okay, but that's pretty much far-fetched. The actual returns doesn't really appeal to me, and it shouldn't appeal to you, by the way, because it's, by the time you figure in the face value of the note, and then you figure in the $20-25 for the grading, and then you go ahead and sell it on eBay, and then you have to wait 6 months for it to sell, which, by the way, these notes don't exactly sell in the larger runs for a really long time because there's so many of them. So by the time you factor in everything, you might profit about 20 bucks. Okay, and that's after waiting 6 months. It's kind of crazy, but On this particular note, okay, if this one falls into 320,000, my for me, anything 640,000 and under for a note that you find in that smaller run is definitely the sweet spot. Anything over that would be just too much. And the note has to be in perfect condition. Okay, now you can pull these out in brand new, straight from the BEP bank bricks. Okay, and that's what a lot of people do. In fact, the new currency comes out in the first 3 months of the year. So you guys will be more inclined to go to some of your bigger banks like a Chase or Bank of America and simply ask for a brand new brick. And you could actually order them if you prefer. And that's what a lot of people do. They'll go in there to look for fancy serial numbers. They'll look for these low run star notes. And then they'll go ahead and send it off to graders for an extra high grade. And then sell for like 500 bucks. So the smaller run notes in crisp, perfect condition actually do sell about $400 or $500. You know, the smaller the run, I've seen runs that are like 16,000 notes. Some of the like 1970 star notes get as low as that. Those notes are worth a few $1,000s. So I hope that kind of clarifies star notes and what they all mean and how you could identify if you have a semi uncommon or rare example. It's really all on the run. And there is this neat little scale up here because see, the 320,000 run is a kind of like a fuchsia pink. You go up here, the fuchsia pink is in the more rare side of the scale. So that's something you want to pay attention to, okay? The different color of the run, okay? And that tells you how rare it is. You know, that 320,000 run is pretty rare. So hope this video helps. Again, you know what? Throughout the year, we're going to be talking about more stuff like this, and it's certainly a pleasure. You know, thanks again for hanging tough with me. I'm still getting all these new subscribers. I don't know why. You know, I'm not that good, but. Thanks again. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. And yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. Blue Ridge Silverhound out. See ya.